So now for example number 2, we have, something like this. We have an angle like this, and an angle like this, and a line like this. And we are told this is angle 1, this is 80 degrees, and I think this one is 18, right? It says find the measure of angle 1. Well, how do I find the measure of angle 1? Does anybody have a clue?
Yes.
Yes. What do we do?
So, well, first you have to find the missing angle in the inside. Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, and then you.
Well, we could do all that, but
angle 1 equals 80 plus 18.
yeah. So what she's saying, we were gonna prove it kind of the long way, right? Like we could find whatever this angle was, and then the linear pair, and then we subtract that from 180. But in reality, the whole triangle equals 180, and so you're adding 1, and then you're adding this angle, and then subtracting it when we do it the long way like you suggested. So we're going to add it in, then we're going to subtract it later, which means that this is equal to 80 plus. Let me write that out. If that was x, so you guys can see that, what do we know about x plus 80 plus 18? What's that equal? 180. Okay, cool. You know what else equals 180? X plus the measure of angle 1. Right? That's what Mr. Adams was rambling about. So, this is another way to prove it. If they both equal 180, we could just set them equal to each other, right? Oh, hey, look. I can subtract x degrees from both sides. And this is what we proved in our first construction, is that the exterior angle is equal to these two angles opposite the exterior angle, right? So what's that, 98? All right, so, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's another example, but you would do the same thing. But let me write it down. It's worded a little different. So the second part of example number 2. Any questions on this before I move on to part 2? All right, cool. So now the second part for number 2 is now we have something that looks like this. And we're given 124 and 59, 124, 59 degrees, and this is angle 2. Same thing, the exterior angle is 124, that should be equal to 59 plus the measure of angle 2. Subtract 59 from both sides. Somebody with a calculator tell me what that is? I'll write this down. What is it? Are you guys going to make me pull my calculator out? All right, here we go, old school. Borrow from there. 14 minus 9 is 5. Yep, 65. Cool. Check the book, make sure. Yep, that's it.
Adams.
Yeah.
But if, okay. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, so see
Okay.
right here. What if there was a line here and this was like X? Then what would you do? Is it just, I know it's like the same as this, so what do you just do?
Well, this, yeah, it's very similar. These are a linear pair, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can. Those are a linear pair, so you just find that if that's given to you.
So what would the equation be?
Well, it'd just
If you
be
get it right
this.
one.
That would just be x plus 124 equals 180,
Oh, okay.
and you would just do it that way.
Just